squid tail again. Is that making sense? What am I saying? Is it making sense? Of course it's not making sense. That's the lovely thing about I even encourage them. They say like we love LFG and we love our furries and we love Splatoon, and I'm like, reality's optional. You want me to mash them up? I'll mash them up. And I think it kind of blew their mind a little bit. You know what? I'm going to give them the biking shorts of Splatoon so we can show off their legs a bit. Have a little bit more of the fur showing. So okay, it's going to need some resizing, but it's perhaps I'll run their names vertically. We'll see. Alright. I need a better wolf reference. And the one here. That's a good looking wolf. Let's drag you into my references here. Excellent. And while I'm at it, might as well grab a fresh tiger reference. Because it's one thing to draw. There's I hate to put it this way, but there's a sameness to some furry art. There is a particular kind of look, a cartoon, like a almost like a signature studio look. And it's not a bad one by any means, but it's not one that I automatically go to. And I think that is a plus for me. So let's just save the work. And it was one of the nice things when I did Rorschach, I'll bring that up, is she had a number of badges, and she had a picture of a costume as well. I assume it was hers. But said everyone always drew it very, it was a much less distinct Great Dane snout. It didn't have these great jowls. It didn't quite have the ears. So it was a bit more Dalmatian or a bit more pit bull. Nobody actually looked at a Dane. Whereas I'm like, damn, Danes are hilarious to draw. They're great. They got the ears, they got the posture, they got the big neck, they've got all of that character that makes them a Great Dane versus a Dalmatian versus a Pit versus a whatever else. Why wouldn't I want to draw it as well as I could? So it's always fun to kind of go fresh with a reference and not trust your memory. Okay, I'm going to sculpt this a bit more. So we've got I mean, I can't help but like be influenced by, Shere Khan, for example, or Tony the Tiger, probably. There's just things that are ingrained in me as an artist as part of growing up. So let's give it more of a smile, because it is a kale thing. And looking at the reference here, I do like to give tigers that Shere Khan chin, that wonderful Tony J voice. Well, I was like, say, when I'm at a con, that's what Google Images is for. I'm going to change the angle of the eye a bit there. So I always like to tuck that up a bit more, get a bit more of the better definition of the ruff, or whatever you want to. Not actually sure if that's the proper name for it. The cheeks, Sirix, yes, I am supposed to be at San Diego. But that's all I'm supposed to be at this month, so shouldn't be any more and let's get these ears right. So yeah, the head's drawn too big, but that's okay because it's a digital. Let's come over here and take care of our wolf friend. Well, yeah, I mean, this is not Shere Khan, clearly, but I do love Shere Khan. So let's look at this wolf. And he said he's given me some nice reference sheets, but I only want to reference them so much more for the Mechaloth. It doesn't seem likely, unfortunately. I definitely want to do LA someday as a tourist. Specifically, I kind of want to do a comedy club week. See some friends who I know are out there. Wouldn't that have been something, some other Craig? Yeah. So again, we've got the eyes. Although I'll probably wind up removing them because it is a Richard wolf. Not too much in the way of marking, so I think I can get away with a bit of. But I should get some fur direction going there. Oh my God! Oh, and congratulations on your identification of that. Gonna get it wrong. It was a Buddha that you discovered, or that you placed correctly, or identified correctly. Is that right? I read on Facebook. This guy's green. I might do him green on green. And he's got a bit more of a cartoony. He's given himself a bit more of a foxy droop to his ruff. But that's fine. Oh, that must have been something, eh, Smother Craig? Yeah, I'd love to take in a Kevin Smith. I'd love to hit some of the comedy clubs that you hear about. I seem to hear about sort of the thrilling adventure hour kind of things. I realize that's no longer going on, but was it Largo? Just spend a morning doing the old Hollywood touristy thing. Seeing the street where cats don't dance was based on the Brown Derby and all that stuff. I should move this nose out. I'm talking about genericifying these things. See now, because Richard, I would cover him. I don't want to cover the lower half of his face, so. And he's got a distinctive eye patch of dark, so I'll have to keep that in mind. All right. Let's hang on. I was doing the proportion because that was part of the Splatoon. So let's do a bit of some Splatoon body here. Kale hair. For the Kale Tiger. Oh, now here's where I could do a Splatoon thing. Doing the squid hair for Kale. Instead of the... That's probably nicer. That's a nicer plan. And then I'll do the squid tail on the wolf. So that they're different. There we go. I should probably give him a weapon, though. I don't think you could be very Splatoony without some sort of splat gun. So the reason I've got these gray bars on here, top and bottom, is to resize it. The paper is 4x6, but I make the badges 4x5.5, so I've got room to put in the hole for the lanyard and the laminate.